Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and joining me tonight, as always, the whole Sunday cruise here. First off, we got Rich Cooley. What's going on, Rich?
Not much. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Heard you had a little prospecting trip, right?
Yeah, I did. It was very interesting, and it's going to
Nice.
be the next Cooley's Corner whenever we have one.
Oh, really? Okay, that'll be interesting.
Yep. So I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze it in tonight after Shannon, and if not, it'll be next Sunday.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'd like to hear about that, because...
Basically, just talk about my trip and some pointers and stuff to add, and that's about it.
Cool. Look forward to that. Hopefully we do got some time tonight. If we do, like to talk about it. If not, next Sunday for sure.
That's right.
Yeah, because I know we heard about like everybody else's trip, but yours. So, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
All right, cool. What you doing?
It's always interesting.
Did you go anywhere this weekend?
No. No, I was around the house trying to fix everything, spending money on AC unit in the house, the central air. Of course, the fan motor broke, so you
Right.
fix that, and then another part breaks, and you fix that. And
Oh, jeez.
I cleaned the back of the house today. I had some mold up underneath the gussets and stuff, so I had to get that out of there. But
You've been busy.
and then I got to patch the driveway, so I pressure washed the driveway and get ready to patch it.
Man, Rich. Busy,
So,
busy,
I
brother.
got a lot of stuff going on.
Right. Any,
This coming weekend, our whole community has yard sales. That's why I'm not going to be going anywhere. I need to stay home and get rid of some of this junk.
oh, that's right. Because you were going to try to come to the Fawcett.
Yeah, we're going to try to come to the Fawcett, but that's not going to work. We got yard sales Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I got to try to clean my garage out and get rid of some of this stuff. I got too much stuff.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Get that taken care of. You know?
So I gotta give up something to get something, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got to get rid of that stuff, man. That way you get all
And I can use that money to buy more
That's
prospecting
right.
gear. So.
You can get all your air stuff and just whatever you need.
Yeah, I was going to use my truck money to get my air, but that just went on all the air conditioning stuff. So
Right.
now I got to get yard sale money.
Yard sale stuff money. Hey, that works. Whatever it takes, man. Just make it happen. Right?
Yep.
Got to get that air. You need it. That's for sure. Well, I'm glad you're here tonight, Rich. We haven't
thanks
talked
for
to you
having
in a
me.
while, so always good to have you here, and I hope we hear from you here in a little bit, too. So
Okie doke.
we appreciate it, man. Thanks, Rich. All right. Also joining us, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. What's happening, Kathleen?
Hey, everybody.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Hanging in there. Any adventures for you this weekend?
We make every day an adventure, right?
Uh-huh.
This weekend, I'm still all excited from all the gold we got last weekend. But this weekend, we pretty much had to get things done around the house because June is a packed month full of, we've got the Fawcett, the Dayton Digger Show,
Oh, yeah.
prospecting with Ed and friends.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The East Coast prospecting event, right? Yeah, that's right. That's at the end of June. Forgot about that. Mm-hmm.
So, packed month of June, and then July, we're probably going to... We got a lot of work to do. Let's just say that we are revamping the koi pond.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. What do you mean? When did this happen?
Well...
We've been talking about it for a couple months, and Kathleen, in all her Asian wisdom, has determined that the position of the waterfall is not adequate for good feng shui. So therefore, we need to relocate the entire waterfall and basically flip the pond.
Oh, whoa,
Yep.
really?
Yep.
And that is about feng shui, Kathleen? Is that what it is?
It's all about the feng shui.
Is it really?
The energy. I'm telling you, it's off because, we've had a rough 2 years.
Right.
With stuff.
Yeah.
And I figured out why. So now it's going to be feng shui friendly with both of us, because it all depends on who lives in the house and all of that other stuff. So we're getting it moved.
And just wait, the waterfall is going to be bigger and better.
It's going to be epic.
Is it? Is it going to be like super?
It's going to have 3 tiers?
Ooh.
Oh, it's going crazy.
Is it?
Well, I'll go ahead and say it. This weekend, first step, since it's going to be really heavy, we're going to build an actual tank for the top of the waterfall.
Okay.
Where she can have her plants and stuff. So we're going to do it out of block and stuff, and then the pond liner. But to this weekend, we poured a big concrete pad, 4 foot by 6 foot for the tank.
Wow.
Oh, it's going to be
this
epic.
is going to be cool.
But we do have to move the fish while the
construction's underway?
Well, we're doing it in little steps, and we got a plan all drawn out, so there's very little disruption to the koi, hopefully, and we're going to make it just better.
So where do you move your fish to?
Well, we have that holding reservoir.
Once that's built, then that's what we have to do next week, because we got to wait a good week before we add all that weight into it on the pad. But yeah, we're going to segregate the koi and the goldfish. The koi will go into the big reservoir tank that we're building, and the goldfish will just get dumped into the little side pond that we have with the other baby goldfish.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Dennis. You can we can get the camper. We'll set it out in our driveway, and you guys can camp there and save money at a hotel.
Man, there you go. Man. So, how's that koi with that weird thing on its head? Is it okay?
I think it just got beat up. He looks fine. It is spawning time for them.
They get a little rowdy.
In there.
Oh, so you think that's all it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Sorry, Shannon was texting me. Okay, so that's all it was. He's healing up then. He ain't got no weird fungi, nothing like that.
Zorro is his name.
What's his name?
Zorro.
Zorro got his butt whooped.
He's doing great.
Okay, good. Man, I'm excited about this new waterfall you guys are adding.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
I thought the old one was cool. This one's going to be epic.
It's going to be even better.
It's going to be
great.
Epic.
It's going to be the most beautiful waterfall in a koi pond ever. It's going to be magnificent.
Ever. It's going to be feng shui to the max. Feng shui. I like.
And we're going to have Mexico pay for it.
Feng shui. It's going to be bigger than the wall.
Yeah.
Feng shui. That's feng shui, baby. Oh, mercy. So, what is the essential oil of tonight, Kathleen?
Well, tonight I'm just doing the cypress and orange. It's just the orange just because it's citrusy and it wakes you up. But the cypress helps your anger.
Okay. So
I guess I have a lot of anger.
You had that last week, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be like that for a while.
Oh, is it? So a lot of
comment.
A lot of that oil you'll be going through, right? Okay, that's okay. And
well, the next 2 months I haven't taken like days off from work for a while. My mom got sick at the beginning of the year, so that took a lot of the vacation. So the rest of it goes to Alaska.
Right.
Almost 3 weeks.
Right.
So
True.
I pretty much have to work really, really hard up until then, and it's just,
Yeah.
There's light at the end of the tunnel, though.
Oh, yeah. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, and that's cool.
I'm really excited about Alaska.
Well, you should be. You guys got reason to be. And Shad's going to post that link in the chat room. Not to Alaska, but where you can get these fine, get those fine essential oils that Kathleen is using for her anger issues tonight.
For my anger issues.
You gotta have it, right, Kathleen?
Yep.
And all they gotta do is clicky the link. That's simple. They could be using the same fine essential oils. Man, I keep seeing this waterfall now. Why'd you guys have to even mention it? Now it's stuck in my head. I see this massively cool waterfall.
To, put pictures out there.
Oh, yeah, make sure you do, because when you built it originally, I was interested in it, and it was really cool then, and now it's going to be epic.
It's going to be epic.
It is.
And we got more rocks, too.
Right, and those fish got it made. But that, it's like, geez, pretty cool. That's cool, guys. Have fun doing it, and we
are gluttons for punishment, though. Like, we
Obviously.
don't, like, we're not busy enough, you know?
I have no choice. They're saying the matter.
Yes, he does. He's just, he understands. He understands.
He understands.
Yes,
a happy wife.
Understand.
Yeah,
Thank
happy
you,
wife.
Kathy.
That's the whole understanding thing. You keep the wife happy, or your life's not, right? It's just happy wife, happy life. That's the same.
He has fun doing it.
Well,
yeah, I was all joy yesterday mixing concrete by hand.
Yeah.
In 80-degree weather.
For a 4x6 pad, 4 inches thick, right, Shad? Fun.
I know.
Fun.
I'm like, man, carrying all these bags, mixing it all up, and that's as big as the pad. I mean, because I did it really thick, so.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, little legs and going down under and rebar it. Oh yeah,
nice.
It's not going anywhere.
But a bag of concrete just don't go far, does it? It's like
it really doesn't.
No. That's when you want to just call in a truck and be done with it. But I remember when you got done with it originally, Shad, and you said, "That's it. I'm done. We're not making it bigger. It is what it is," and you know.
Well, now we're, like, incorporating it into more of the house.
Right.
So it looks like a part of the house.
Sure.
What we're doing. I mean, we're going to be selling in 2 years, and we want to get top dollar, so, you know, it's got to look good.
Yeah, it does. Well, okay.
And be safe.
Yeah. And, well, I'm glad it's almost done. Or it's, I mean, you know, you guys got a plan, and it will be done by the end of summer. So,
yep.
Can't wait to see it.
Before Alaska, it'll be done.
Oh, dang, that's real quick. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right,
That's how we roll.
Well, keep us posted. I'm sure all the listeners want to see it. Yeah, heck yeah. Well, very cool. Thank you, Kathleen. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. All right, also join us. We got the other half of the Biffles. We got Shad Biffle. What's happening, Shad?
Nothing. I think, though, when the time comes to sell our house, you know, obviously we're taking our koi with us, but I'm thinking about putting some mutated sea bass in there, you know, with laser beams.
I would. With frickin' laser beams. It's not just laser beams, Shad. They're freaking laser beams.
Laser beams.
That's right. You got to. So are you excited to get really moving on this project, Shad? Is it going to be cool?
Well, the way I look at it, it's a good workout. There's a lot of really big boulders that are going to be carried out and moved and repositioned, but
good project.
No, it's one of those things. That was a really big endeavor that we did a couple years back. There were some mistakes made, so now I get to make it perfect.
See, that's cool. You learned.
It'll be cool.
Right, and now you got it. You know what? Now you got it. Now you know, and you know things from when you did it before, so now it's going to really help you.
Oh, yeah, and we know some things we did that, you know, we should have, like, moved it a little bit further, some things, or, you know, just clean it up and make it nice.
Right.
So that's what we'll do.
Nice. It's going to be just cool. It's a fun little project before you go on your Alaska trip, and that'll get you.
Yeah, I guess, you know, working out, you know, lifting boulders, tossing boulders.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, that's a plenty good workout before you go. You'll be ready. ready. You know,
that's right.
That's for sure, brother. So, are you going to try to make it to the Fawcett next week? Is that your plan?
Yes, we will definitely be there on Saturday for all the fun and festivities and hanging out with everyone. So,
okay,
we'll see everyone there and hope everyone can join at the Buckeye Chapter Swank Claim for all that fun.
Oh, okay, cool.
I hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah, it's rained every year. I don't want to jinx them.
It always rains every year.
Knock on wood. Don't want to jinx them, but I swear it rains every year at that event. You know, it's like, dang it, no rain. But here, we'll see what happens. You know, hopefully it don't. Hopefully you have a nice dry event. I see they got a food truck and everything. It's going to be
yeah,
pretty
they're
cool.
already forecasting rain Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Are they really?
So.
Oh,
Get
no.
the rain boots.
Oh, my gosh. Unreal. Every time. Yeah, right?
That's right. Every year. It always does.
Every year.
Midwest and this time of year, it's always raining.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's nuts. But that'll be cool. Hopefully you get to go and see everybody and just take your metal detector, Shad.
I'll try to remember. I always forget.
I know. It happens, right? I gotta
But I'm excited for tonight's show.
Me too, right?
You know, we haven't had Shannon from AMRA. He's been a busy man. And,
yeah.
well, if you follow American Mining Rights Association on Facebook, YouTube, there's been a lot of stuff just posted, a lot of big news, so it'll be good to hear him kind of shed a little light on what's going on and what they're trying to do. So,
oh, yeah.
It'll be a good one.
Oh, it's going to be a real good show tonight. So what we'll do, excuse me, dang it. We'll come back after Shannon leaves and do precious metal and birthdays and stuff, okay? Because Shannon's going to call in 10 minutes. We'll get Dennis introed and do a commercial, and we'll be ready for Shannon. What do you think? That okay, Shannon?
Fine.
Oh, fine. I know. I know.
Oh, let me ask Kathleen. Kathleen, is that okay for me? She told me to shut up, so that must mean yes.
That must mean that's a go. That you will wait until we're ready. I guess that's what that means. I don't know. Shad, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. You know it. You know, definitely. And I can't wait to see what the metal prices did. I wonder.
Be in suspense all show now.
I know, right? No, dang stupid thing on my microphone's falling. All right. Well, Shad, thank you for being here, brother, as always. And look forward to hearing from you while Shannon's here. I know you got some good questions probably for him about this whole SB 637 thing, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Sure,
right.
I got some good ones.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Thanks, Shad. We'll talk to you here in a minute. All right. Also join us, last but not least, Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Mr. Dennis Dayton. What's going on, Danny?
40 days and counting, baby.
Of 40 days.
Count down to Idaho.
Damn it. Water ain't helping. Idaho. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. 40 days.
40 days?
40 days. It just can't get here quick enough.
Well, can't you go sooner? You can go sooner, but you couldn't dredge, right?
Well, I can high bank. I can, I could go panning. I can, run I guess you call it like a stream sluice, but no, not on that river. It's, I have to be dredging during the dredging season.
Right.
But,
that's the only.
I can go high bank and stuff like that.
Sure, but you cannot dredge there until that month, right?
Yeah. Hopefully that gets lifted up. That they're talking about maybe the dredging season's going to go, instead of 30 days, going to 90. So. And that might even start as quick as next year. So that'll be really cool.
That will be cool. So then you could go anytime you want to, right?
Yeah. And my buddy Chris Doc Rose, hopefully he's coming.
Oh.
I've been talking to him.
Okay.
And he was just sent me something a little while ago, and looks like he's gonna be Idaho bound. I hope.
Man, he's actually in the Spreaker chat room right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is. Chris Doc Rose. I see that name.
And looking forward to this weekend too. So. I'll definitely be there. I'm going to get in on the...
on the what? Dowsing rod competition?
Dowsing rod. I got plans for that trophy.
Do you?
Yep, metal detecting hunts and the dowsing and, just to go in. And I actually haven't been to even Gold Rush days. It's been a couple of years because, I've been going to Roaring Camp in California the last 2 years.
Right. Yeah, right. You have been.
Haven't seen a lot of people in a couple of years, and then I get back and say hi and see how they're doing. And
right, Roger. That's true. I mean, you haven't been to the Fosdick in a couple of years.
Nope, not bringing my dredge or anything. Just me and the wife. We're going to drive down and probably get a hotel room that night.
Cool.
Friday night and just kind of hang out and
Cool.
bring my metal detector, my dowsing rods. That's all I need.
There you go. That's pretty spiffy. Make it down for that event, and that'll be pretty cool. You know?
Yes, absolutely.
Nice. Did you go out this weekend or no?
No, I tell you what I did today, though. I started going through my trailer, and you know, my trailer I usually pull, and my man cave trailer, and, you know, started, you know, make a list of what I'm going to take to Idaho, and I was in my black trailer, the one I pull behind that usually I camp in, and found a couple pans in there that had material, and I went, what the crap is this? And, you know, I just did a video last year on, you know, why, and I think even Rich did a segment on it.
Yep.
You know, why you should mark your buckets where they came from.
Yeah.
So I found those two pans and I set them outside. So I go over to the man cave trailer, and I'll be darned if I didn't find two more pans that had material. And I went, now I recognize one of them. I know one of them was from the pit.
Right.
And I think the other one, I'm pretty sure the other one was from out there at my, what I call my glory hole / honey hole spot. But the other two, I have no idea. And I ran them. Since I didn't know where they came from, I just ran them all 4 pans, one shot, did a video, and you won't believe the gold that's in them. So now, once again, I'm kicking myself in the butt for not marking those pans, or, you know, writing on a piece of paper or something, putting it in a pan, where it came from, what it was.
See?
Don't do what I do.
See?
You have to mark your stuff.
That's why Rich did that segment.
Yes, it's very, very important.
And you didn't listen.
Where it came from.
You marked the buckets, but you forgot to mark the pans where.
Yeah, I could have just easily put it in, or I could have put it in a jar. You know, I got this mason jar. So I threw all that material in a jar and wrote on the jar, you know, but I didn't. And
no, of course not.
That's my own fault. That's what I get for not doing that again.
Again, that's it. Well, one of these days you'll learn, and everything will be marked.
I think I've learned my lesson.
You think you have now?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty 100% sure I just learned my lesson.
Okay.
Because when that video comes out, wait till you see how much gold is in my pan.
Now I want everybody listening to remember this though, because next year when Dennis does this again, and we all go, Dennis, didn't you learn your lesson? You're gonna go, I know.
No.
I swear you said this last time.
I shouldn't be saying that now. That right there was broke the straw. How does that saying? Broke the straw on the camel's back or something?
You started marking all your buckets.
Yeah, I've got buckets that are marked.
I know.
I just didn't mark the pans.
Yeah, I guess maybe you should just get you some popsicle sticks and write on them and shove them in the dirt in a pan, and you'll know what's in them.
Get one of them little baseball bats and just hit myself in the head when I get done drinking.
Or
that'll remind me. And my wife's raising her hand in the background saying, "Oh, I'll do that."
Yeah, see?
Just don't throw away the pay dirt bags.
No.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Mercy. So you didn't get the video posted yet from him?
No, I got the video done. It's going to be about a 25-minute video, and I did it, and I finished the video about 15 minutes before we did our pregame stuff. So now I get to play around with my editing skills and
editing skills.
Try some other things, since I've been learning how to play with the editing stuff on my. I use an app called Video Shop. And that's what I've been using the whole time. And then there was other options on the bottom, and I've been trying to learn a thing called Filmora 9 or something like that.
What?
And that's really hard.
That sounds difficult.
Oh yeah, trust me, it is.
If it's got a number behind it, it's difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. I use this Video Shop app, and I started playing with it, and I was like, hey, wow. So now I can connect each segment together and have it look like it can come in and fade out, and type in stuff and make noises and.
Really?
Oh yeah, I like the cow noises.
The cow noises?
Yeah. Poor Chad gets on a unicorn.
What's a cow? What kind of noise does a cow make?
You have to watch the video.
Right.
I can't say it.
Really?
I ain't falling for that one again.
All right. Brought to you by the letter 4.
Brought to you by the letter 4.
That's right. Heck yeah. I thought a cow went roof. I didn't know.
No.
My CNC never worked right, so I still don't know what kind of sound a cow makes. You know, I'm still confused.
Oh yeah. But real quick though, before we go to commercial break and get Shannon on, I want to know something.
What's that?
How's Timmy doing?
Doing better every day, a little better, brother. Thank you for asking. I went to the surgeon, and he said everything's looking good. So,
when does therapy start? When do you start your therapy?
It'd be like in 3 weeks. I got to go, and they're going to show me some exercise I can do. He said, and then in 5 weeks I go see the surgeon again, and then I'm sure I'll be back to therapy probably a week or 2 weeks after that.
You're in for a treat. I had it done twice.
What's this first exercise that they're talking about?
Basically the stretching, and then you'll have like rubber bands. You'll do some light rubber bands.
He said it's one you'll do at home. He said it's an exercise I want you to do at home. They'll show you.
Yep.
You know, I'm like, okay. It's like,
you better make sure you do it too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Don't not do it.
Oh no, definitely won't. I want to get this healing done, man. I get back to normal-ish, you know.
But my right shoulder, though, it feels so much better now than my left shoulder does. It feels more tight, and my left shoulder feels all loose.
Oh yeah, it's cool. I got all the pictures of all the surgery inside there, what they were doing and stuff, and it's cool. It looks like a brand new. The whole shoulder thing is just so clean and stuff too, where they grinded off all them bone spurs and crap. And,
it's probably from all your waxing on and waxing off.
Probably is. Shit. Wax on.
How's your car getting waxed?
What's that?
How's your car getting waxed?
It's driving it through a car wash.
Oh no.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
But hey, there's this car wash. I can take it every day, and I just signed up for the thing. It cost me $30, and I can wash it as many times as I want a month. So I've been taking it every day.
I like those. That's worth it.
Every day I've been taking it. And if you take it like one day, it's like 12 or 14. So I was like, well, that's silly for me not to do that. I'm in. I signed up for it, and it's right down the street from my house. So, heck, I think I've washed it 6 times since I signed up for it. So I've already got my money's worth.
Surprised you washed it 60 times. Are you kidding me?
Oh, it rained a little bit the one day after I did it. I ran it right back up there, run it through again. It's like, yeah,
but,
I like this.
I gotta let Jaron know, since he's in the room, that don't forget to put this link up for Timmy.
Thank you.
Real quick before we get on there, to make sure you check out our patron. Come join the fun, baby.
Oh yeah.
Become a premium patron.
Heck yeah. Oh, without a doubt. We didn't decide what we was giving away this month. I guess we'll give away some dirt this month, right? And
we'll announce it. We'll announce it next Sunday what we're giving away, and I'll get a hold of you during the week.
Okay, Roger.
And actually Saturday, I'll be talking to you Saturday about it too. So and then Sunday, because you'll be there Saturday, right?
I think I'll show up for a bit. I should feel up to driving down.
Talk about it. We'll let everybody know what we're going to give away, and then Sunday you can draw the draw the name for it. So
all right, Roger, that'll work. And tonight we're giving away our Crony Club giveaway tonight. So somebody gets a gram of gold tonight, for sure. So pretty cool there. And one other thing, Dennis. I'm officially moved out.
You finally you're done.
I met the landlord yesterday, and we walked through the house, and I gave him the keys, and done.
You didn't leave them 5-gallon buckets of material there, did you?
No. Them rode to the storage unit in the front floor of my car, one at a time.
Good Lord.
3 trips.
I bet it did.
Because I had those 2, and then I still had that purple bucket that we did for when we did the nursing home demo.
Right.
So I was able to get one of the buckets from you and that one in the front floor. And then the next trip I went back, another one of the buckets went in the front floor. Oh, no, I was not leaving them buckets of dirt.
I hope you didn't lift that by yourself.
Oh, no, I had my brother lift it and set it in the floor for me.
So what did he when he picked up that?
He's like, Lord, what's in this? I'm like, gold. Like, that's why it's so heavy. He's like,
dude, I bet that's close to 100 pounds.
I'm telling you, he said, I never felt a bucket so heavy in my life. I'm like,
yeah.
Trust me, I know. I'm like, that's why I ain't leaving it. I said, hey, I guarantee you it's a good bucket. I got to talk to you, though. I got to figure out a good way to clean it up, to do a cleanup on it, you know.
Well, you know, I could bring my tubby concentrator if you I don't know, maybe even if you just want to bring one bucket while we're sitting around, we could kind of run one bucket if you want.
I'll let you know, because I don't know if I can get it in the car, you know.
Oh, that's right. Well, if you can, if you get it in there, I'll get it out for you. But maybe if not, that's no big deal. Just let me know ahead of time, and I'll bring it with me. I'll bring my tubby with me.
Yeah, I'll let you know. If not, I'll figure something out. We'll come up with something. But cool, brother. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. All right, so let's take a quick commercial break, and I think Shannon's listening. As quick as we're done with the commercial, Shannon will give us a holler, because we're going to play Shannon's commercial. So, Dennis, no, I guess Shannon's not waiting. Is this you, Shannon?
It is.
Hey, what's happening, brother?
Not too much. We've got a pretty epic thunderstorm going on right now, so if I lose power, you know why if I drop off.
All right, that's not a problem. We've been getting them. All right, everybody, welcome Mr. Shannon Poe from AMRA.
Shannon.
Hi,
Hey,
Shannon.
guys.
Hey, Shannon.
Do you hear
Hey,
it?
unicorn buddy.
Oh, you know you're jealous.
No.
Like you're not.
I would never put my lips on the butt of a unicorn and blow.
But they taste like rainbows.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like rainbow Skittles. Right, Shan?
Yeah, you guys are crazy. That was actually quite humorous, and I have decided to include that in our annual dinner video. So.
Oh, my God. Are you guys going to get a unicorn now, Shannon?
No, I really don't picture that. Although if they had to blow up Sasquatch, I might do that.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find one. Gotta have fun with it, right?
We're going to do something pretty cool this year with the Sasquatch thing. We're not going to do the messing with Sasquatch videos. Those kind of played out. But we're going to go down to, like, Modesto with the Sasquatch costume and hide in the trees and then run from bush to bush.
Oh, jeez.
And film the people in the parking lot when they see it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my gosh.
That's going to be fun. That is going to be fun, brother.
Yeah, it should be.
All right, so tell me what is going on with this 637 bill with the California Water Board and all this stuff that's happening. What's going on?
Well, it's a convoluted mess. We met with them on Thursday, and we were all very polite and professional, and I even wore a tie, just to show a little bit of respect. And the funny thing is the bottom line is this, guys, is that we've been working with them, on the whole issue of, first of all, I don't even know whether legally they have the right to do what they're doing, and that's really been the contention all along. But that being said, is California, has an unlimited amount of money,
right,
our taxpayer dollars,
sure,
and so to use against us. So they know that we have to sue them. They pretty much own most of the judges here, as evidenced by many, many cases.
Right.
And then you end up in the Ninth Circuit, which we all know how those turn out, and then you get a 3%, finger crossed to try to get it in front of the Supreme Court. So it makes it pretty difficult to legally challenge these cases.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're really focusing on is, and what we have been doing, is providing the folks that were tasked with determining whether or not it should be permitted as a part of the law that was passed. That's SB 637.
Mm-hmm.
So us, along with Western Mining Alliance and Robert Guardiola and a few others, we provided them with 26 studies that were independently done about suction dredging.
Right.
And all of them came back conclusively. These things go back 25, 30 years, that dredging is de minimis. It doesn't hurt anything. It actually helps the habitat. It removes 98% of the mercury. It cleans all of the lead out of the water,
mm-hmm,
and it's a good thing.
Sure.
And so we said, look, don't take our word for this. We didn't create these studies. We didn't do the study, but just look at the data, look at the science, and you guys make your determination. And that's exactly what they did. And so when we were talking to all of these folks that were tasked with doing this, an entire department, they said, yeah, it should be permitted. It doesn't hurt anything. So that terrified, obviously, Izzy Martin with Sierra Fund, the radical environmental group here that got millions of dollars to go dredge for removing mercury.
Sure.
She's the only entity in the state that's legally dredging. So anyway, so I think that terrified a lot of the politicians like Senator Ben Allen, the Democrat out of Hollywood, who passed the bill, Izzy Martin and all these other, radical enviro nuts. And so they started putting pressure on the water board. And so they came up with this, and this is what's truly astounding. And that's what they told us in the meeting on Thursday, is that if there's any evidence of historical mining, meaning that if some miner in 1850 that came over on a boat from France dug a hole, then that waterway, wherever that is listed as impaired and will be off limits. In their words, prohibited.
Sure. Well, that would, I would think that would be every stream and creek in California then.
It will be.
Prove something like that.
Yeah, right. Every one.
So, but they have some problems with that, Tim, and that is, and I asked them point blank. I said, well, have you tested all the rivers and creeks and streams and lakes in the state? And they said, no, we don't even intend to do that. So you're basing this on an assumption, and we really went into those legal terms, and I wanted to make sure that we documented all of this, and so you can't do that from a legal stance. It's just arbitrarily make an assumption about, well, some guy named Guido came over here in 1851, dug a hole, so there must be mercury there. They came out and said that they believed every single miner back in the 1800s used mercury, and therefore everything is impaired.
Right. Huh. See. So now what? I mean, what's the next?
Is that your phone or mine?
What's that? What are you hearing?
Oh, I'm getting a lot of. It sounds like a helicopter flying over, but it's in the phone itself.
It could be, or excuse me, it could be that storm you got too, just affecting.
Yeah, that
could
very well
be.
We're kind of out in the sticks here.
Yeah. So now, what's the next step then, Shannon? I mean, what do you do now?
Well, it's a twofold process that we're going to do, and I'm not going to outline every little single thing because there's some things that we're working on. But I will state this: we are working with a couple of United States senators, as well as some representatives that I'm not going to name yet, on more of at a federal level, because the states are concocting these schemes that turn into prohibitions, which really confound federal law, and that's where the problem lies. And we really want Trump, and it really needs to be Trump that fights this, and all of his power in the Department of Justice and everywhere else, that they take on the states, because we can't do that at a small level like this. It would cost millions of dollars, and that's something that obviously the small mining community just doesn't have. So we're going to expose this, Tim. That I can give you my assurance on. And we're doing this not just here, but in Idaho, in Colorado, in Montana, in Oregon, and to a small degree in Washington. And it's pretty much all the same thing. It's all the same agenda. They hate it. They don't want it. They don't like public lands. They don't like the rural communities. They just wish everybody would go and live in their little place down in Stockton, and they'll give them $500 a month, and always vote Democrat, and there you go.
Right.
And that's really kind of the way that their mentality is. And so, so anyway, we announced this morning, and that's why we were kind of timing this with this call about a walk. It's called Walk for Liberty here in California, and it's really to unite with some of these other groups, the ranchers, the farmers, the hikers, hunters, fishermen, I just met with a bunch of the hound hunters up here just, 3 hours ago.
Oh, nice, okay.
But anyway, and it's that kind of thing because we're seeing our rights taken away. These guys are seeing their privileges taken away with the gates and everything else. I mean, we can kind of get through the gate issue, but when they start taking away, regulating the equipment that you can use on something that you have a granted right to obtain, then we've got some problems, ourselves. So we're going to walk the entire length of Highway 49. It's 300 miles.
Wow.
It starts on August 12th, and we're going to go through every little community, and we're going to talk to the business owners, and we're just going to ask them a simple question. How has overregulation in the state impacted you, your family, and your business? And what message would you like us to take to Sacramento? And we're going to live broadcast that every day for 14 days on Facebook.
Cool. Very cool.
So we're going to have people be able to go to the website, which we've just created, and we just went live, like an hour and a half ago.
Okay.
walkforliberty.com. But anyway, so that's kind of the thing is we're going to expose this. Now, we do have some challenges we can do here in California, but I want to take that a step further because early next spring, we are literally going to walk from San Luis Obispo, California, to Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow.
We're going to walk across the country and do the same thing. On the walk in California is we're reaching out to all the sheriffs. They're all in conservative counties.
Okay.
Ask the sheriff to walk with us, the county commissioners, the county supervisors, the House representatives, even the senators. Come walk a mile in our shoes, talk to us, go on camera, and tell the people what you're going to do for them.
Wow.
So basically what we're doing is we're putting them on the spot. We're identifying the problem. Here's your constituents. Here's all the people that you're impacting and what you're doing. Now you need to do something about it.
Wow, that is great. Now,
so we have an in on this as well, and I can't disclose this particular senator's name, but Donald Trump knows that we're going to do this next year.
Okay.
Which is really, really cool. And so what we want to do is when we get to D.C. is we want to be able to get on the news shows and then also to schedule the meeting with the Secretary of the Department of the Interior, some of his staff, him, everything else. And so, that's kind of what we're going to do.
Nice. Now that
cool. You stopping through Ohio on your way up?
It's
Pick
kind
us
of
up.
funny is that surprisingly, there's not that many people that have walked across the country. You would think it would be thousands, but it's like 40.
Well, Forrest Gump.
Right. How far?
He didn't walk, he jogged.
He ran. That's right.
Yeah.
That is quite a walk. My goodness.
Well, it's going to take probably, depending on weather and things like that, but between 2 to 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that it'll get their attention,
Well, it will. We're going to hang a sign here in California on this walk. We're going to hang a sign that says Walk for Liberty, anyway, some other things as part of that. Every 3 miles for 300 miles, we're going to hang 100 of those signs on businesses, property, wherever we can get permission to hang them. And then we're going to do the same thing next year. It's time that the people step up and are heard because our politicians just utterly ignore you.
Well, of course they do. That's what it seems like. I mean, what we've always said. It just seems like they don't really want us doing it, and they don't care. Now, are they still recognizing post hole diggers and everything else as suction dredges?
They are right now. Yep, generators, post hole diggers.
That hasn't
whatever.
changed, huh? Jesus God. I liked where you asked the guy if he knew what a high banker was, and honestly, I don't think he had a clue. It's like,
well, that was the executive director, Eileen Sobek, and there's no question that she did not know what one was.
Right.
And obviously, as a former interrogator myself, when I asked her to describe it, she didn't see that coming. So she just went, "No, this isn't a quiz." Oh, okay.
I like
so
that,
we
though.
laid the groundwork there, and we could tell that they were not over. They didn't really. They went into the meeting, I guess you could say, I think, with their minds made up of what they were going to do, but they were going to answer our questions.
Right.
And screw you guys if you think that it's wrong. And that's kind of the impression that we came out of there with.
And that's what it seems like, yeah, that's the way they feel about everything. I mean, our minds are made up, and screw you guys, we don't care. We have the power.
It's their land,
Sure.
their water, and you need to ask them permission to use it.
Right, exactly.
And federal laws and federal grants and federal rights be damned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's, I mean, it's, in a nutshell, that's really what it was. But they were really nice when they said it, Tim.
They said it with a smile on their face.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my God, it's just, it just never seems that they just can't give us that inch. Just give us something, and they just won't. And now it's like, now that they're saying that anywhere somebody's historically mined, you won't be able to do it. It's like, well, there's the whole state of California. Then it's like, what? I don't even know. It's just weird how they come up with their theories.
Well, that's a blanket prohibition without any factual or scientific basis to do that. And so I think, I just don't really want to tip our hand here.
No, I
there's
understand.
some challenge. There's some things that we can do about that based on their own statements. And
sure.
We'll have to see. We'll have to wait until the draft proposal comes out, and we can all read it and see what it says. And if that's the case, then we'll make a decision at that point on what to do.
Okay, it's just
What's the ETA of that proposal again?
Well, it was supposed to have been this past January, and obviously they lied, and they had some things, I guess, come up. At least that's what we're being told. Whether that's true or not, whatever. But the simple fact is they estimated it was going to take a year. It's been 3.5 now.
Yeah.
And what they're saying now, Kathleen, is September of this year is when they will come out with what is called the draft proposal, and that is what they release or what they propose to the public. And then it goes to probably 5 public discussion meetings all across the, basically from Southern California to Northern California, and where they invite the public to come and comment. They'll invite the public to send in written comments. Obviously, we're going to attend every one of those meetings if we can, and we'll have a presentation on behalf of the small mining community. So, and it's going to be a good one, trust me.
okay.
Yep.
Are they just doing like a stall tactic, you think?
Well, yeah, I think that a lot of this has been stalled by politics. Izzy Martin, and they don't know this, although I promise you they're listening tonight. I know, as a matter of fact, that they are. Izzy probably doesn't have any idea, although, hi, Izzy. We've done a lot of public records requests, and I mean a lot. Not just AMRA, but we've had other people do them for us, so it didn't look like it came from AMRA, and then we've obtained the information from them. And she didn't just put her finger on the scale of justice in the California Water Board. She jumped her big fat butt up onto the side of it and tipped the damn thing over. And that is going to be exposed as well.
Good. Okay, that's good.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
I don't think so.
No, okay, good, because I'm trying to be as polite as I can.
Fat butt, but
I think you were just thinking out loud. That's all it was.
Well, I'm the amazing Kreskin, and maybe my thoughts were actually telepathically transmitted on this telephone line.
That's probably what it was. We have that ability.
Oh, cool. You know what? I just got Shad's credit card number in my mind, too.
See? Order everybody a floaty unicorn.
I will.
Order like 100 of them. Now, I was reading in in the post that you guys had posted, where you asked, would they rather leave 98% of the mercury in the water rather than remove it? And I believe it was John Bishop who stated yes. It's like,
without hesitation, too. Yes, just like that.
So they.
By the way, I got to add this. So we all know what Bernie Sanders looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the messed up hair, kind of white, unkept, all that. This guy is absolutely Bernie Sanders' twin.
His doppelganger?
Oh, wow.
He's his twin. I thought it was Bernie Sanders when he walked in. I seriously did. I'm like, holy cow, that's Bernie Sanders. So Jerry and I kind of looked at each other like, wow, you're famous.
I just don't know.
But yeah, and so that's where we came up. You know, I stated the analogy is it's, you know, not removing that is like saying that you should never ever vacuum your carpet because you might get a little speck of dust on your coffee table or something.
Sure. Yeah.
And I mean, it's just utterly ridiculous. Yet they're giving away grants, not California Water Board, but you know, Izzy Martin got grants for millions of dollars to go and remove mercury with a dredge in Lake Combi. And they remove a dredge, which comes from Canada, not America, removes 84% of the mercury because ours is a cutter dredge. I mean, hers is a cutter dredge and ours are suction dredges. Ours remove 98%. It just it's the hypocrisy of that is what we're going to expose.
Right.
So, yeah, and so she responded by saying, well, you know, if you had a child that had allergies or that had, you know, breathing problems, something like that, you know, vacuuming the carpet could be really dangerous. And we just said, well, then maybe you don't vacuum when the child's there. You know?
I don't get it.
Hardwood floors. I don't know.
That's
and you know, and I even said, well, I would think that just the act of the child scooting across the floor in their socks would stir up more dust than you would suction dredging. So, and she goes, well, maybe that wasn't a very good analogy, but you get the gist.
Oh.
Okay. Well, so
No, I really don't get the gist. You're a moron, but thanks for coming.
Yeah.
No, we understand your ideology. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Oh my God.
But so I want to take this walk, go back to this walk thing, Tim, in
go ahead,
California.
Buddy. Go ahead.
And so we're going to get done with the walk, and we're hoping the last couple of days we can get Brandon Johnson with the GPA, and I'm pretty sure Kevin Hoagland's going to walk the last couple of days with me.
Cool.
But anyway, is once we get done with that, that's on a Sunday, and then that Tuesday we are having a protest at the state capitol in Sacramento on the South Lawn at 1 p.m.
Nice.
We had to go through, and you actually have to get a permit to exercise your First Amendment right.
Wow.
I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Yes, so we have our permission slip from the California State Police to hold our protest. And as we walk through this state, we're going to encourage everybody to meet us in Sacramento, and we would really like to see this be a very, very, very large turnout and send a message to these politicians. And anyway, so that's what we've got planned for that. And then, obviously, I think that that's going to coincide with pretty close to the time that they're going to release their draft proposal. We'll read that, we'll see what's in it, and then we'll have to make a determination on where we go from there. But you know, it's truly remarkable. You know, let's ignore all facts, science, and everything else.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
they always have. It seems like their minds are one-sided, and they don't want to see the
Is the Earth
facts.
going to end in 12 years anyway, or is it 11 and a half now? I can't remember. I can't keep up with AOC's posts anymore.
And Shannon, it seems no matter what, really, and to be honest, it's going to be a lot of legal battles ahead, no matter what.
Well, and
even
it may
if the
not
federal
be,
government
Shad,
rules that
what
they're out of line, we all California does what they want.
Something a little bit different. Put the states on defense for once.
Right.
And so, yeah.
And I mean, it seems like in California, they're just beating California up with the gas prices, with the taxation, with everything, and it's I just don't get it. It's what's up with California? You know?
It's a communist state, Tim.
And that's what they want to do to the rest of the country, so keep that in mind.
Uh-huh.
They care more about
exactly
their ideals
right.
than their
California,
country and people.
They look at rolling out immediately in Oregon and Washington, and to some degree now in Colorado, even Idaho, although Idaho's still fairly a Republican state, but it is remarkable, guys, is that, they just, Newsom just, I don't think anybody even heard about this until they started reading it on the local news channel here, that there was a new law passed that Newsom is now taking our tax dollars and going to use that money to pay for the illegals that have come into the state for their free health care.
Wow.
Unreal.
Meanwhile, California has the largest homeless population in the U.S.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, they just
Makes sense,
verified
right?
that the
They don't
bubonic
give a crap,
plague
and I
is
can't
now
understand
LA.
what anybody with any type of educated mind can back that up and support them and their political party in the end.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, and I'm not going to go down a conspiracy theory road here, but I do a lot of reading, as you guys know. I probably read more about politics than 95% of the people out there, and it's getting increasingly hard to find people that support these decisions, and especially reading Yahoo or ABC News or NBC or even CNN, when they post about California, it's getting pretty hard to find people that support those positions. So how the hell did these people keep getting elected?
I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right.
It's called, think about it. They want to tell us as a nation that 3 pockets, just because they're the largest cities, will determine the fate and the direction of this country more than the majority of the rest of the people. So it's the same concept. You got people in these groups.
Shad, that whole eliminating the Electoral College.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
Fake vote?
What's that, Kathleen?
Well, that's the thing is that
if you're an illegal, you can go and vote, and they'll pay you to go vote. I'm sure there's all sorts of things going on over there in California.
Right, they're trying to get the illegals to be able to have voting power in federal elections. It's that I think that the swamp is being drained. The whole Russia collusion thing kind of blew up in their face, and now it's turned around. This Bill Barr should be carrying his testicles around in a wheelbarrow because the guy is, he has no fear. I watched an interview with him yesterday that they asked, well, do you fear, the repercussions and how it impacts your reputation? No. We all die at some point. Okay, cool. Go get them, man. So I think that because all of this is turning around, and there's already sealed indictments out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that when some of these people start taking the fall for some of this true collusion, like, good God, we all know Hillary Clinton was communicating with the Russians. I mean, it's not even a secret. It's in her emails, the ones that she didn't delete.
Right.
But so I think that that's the changing of the goalposts, or you just change the rules of the game, and that's where the changing of the Electoral College is how they're trying to find any and every way that they can to stay in power or to take the power away, and it's just not going to work. The gig is up, and crap's about to hit the fan here pretty soon, and Trump is going to win in a landslide.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Unless the economy crashes, that's about the only way that you're going to keep this man out of office.
Right.
Unless they don't control all the voting machines anymore. They may in California or a couple of other states, but those states were lost anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So even with fraud, they can't even win the election. I just don't see it. With who? Biden?
Yeah. That's
Come here, little girl.
Yeah. Hey, gosh, you got some nice smelling hair. Kathleen, let me sniff your hair.
Yeah, smell your essential oil hair.
That's, as a woman, doesn't that just kind of creep you out?
Yes.
It is creepy.
That was actually, her response was semi-unbelievable. Maybe Shad has some kind of a hair fetish or something. We're unaware
No,
of.
I don't. But she does make me smell her hair from time to time.
It smells good.
It smells like essential oils, I'm sure. Right, Kathleen?
That's right.
That's right.
Well, Shannon, I think you guys are, like, on the right path. I mean, it's time that these groups and everyone organize and get together, and what you're doing is going to raise a lot of awareness. And I wish we could be a part of it,
right.
but we're way out here.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait for the national walk.
Well, no, maybe we can meet them in Sacramento.
The World Walk.
I like protesting.
Yeah.
I'll even bring the unicorn.
That's
What's the date again at the Sacramento?
Yeah, August 27th, 1 p.m. at the state capitol.
Now, are you going to have a map of this walk posted where people can get in and follow along and join this walk?
Yeah, it's already up. We scrambled like crazy, guys, since Wednesday because I knew I was doing the show, and I wanted to actually kind of announce it on your show that this is what we were doing. Mm-hmm. We did a soft rollout this morning on our Facebook page and our website, and we have actually secured the website walkforliberty.com.
Okay, so.
And we'll use that this year, and we'll also use that next year, and it's going to be the same thing when we go across the country. But on there right now is, yes, the map, and it shows every day how far. We're going to walk about 30 miles a day.
Okay.
Between 20, weather should be good, but anyway, so it'll tell specifically what towns we're going through when. We're not requesting people walk with us, but we'd love to have them in, the next little town of Downeyville or Coulterville or wherever it is that we walk through, have them cheer us on and encourage them to go talk to the business owners around there and see how is the overregulation, how has all this stuff impacted them? Whether it be gas prices, whether it be gates, road closures, banning dredging in the state in the last 10 years, how has it impacted them?
Right.
And just have people engage. I was reading some of the comments today about when we went live with this morning that, some of these groups are kind of at odds with each other, and you know what? We're going to fix that. We're going to either partner with these folks or find out why they're unwilling to and work through those disagreements or problems. We're not enemies. We're all on the same team. We're all Americans, and we've got a tyrannical freaking state here that needs to be put in check. And unless we all join hands together, we're never going to achieve that. And so it's time to,
right.
swallow our pride. Let's reach across, shake hands, and you know what? Let's fight this crap together.
Let's kick some butt.
Hey, Shannon, I saw, now correct me if I'm wrong, but one of your, on that post that you posted, didn't they say, or come up with an excuse like they had new board members in or something like that? Something had changed. They had a bunch of new board members in.
Well,
on the other side when you were trying to talk to them?
That was part of the reason for the delay, I think, Dennis, what you're talking about is originally they had 6 people that were tapped to study this, to determine whether, go or no go on permits. And we had heard initially that they pulled, that it was a phone call and somebody got pulled out of there. And what we're hearing really from our inside sources and even the people that we trust, that some of these people took other jobs. And so I don't know what the reason why was, but I don't think, to be honest with you, that it was a political move. It may have been, but we don't have any evidence of that, so we're not going to speculate.
When I saw that, I thought for sure that they were probably on your side, and they decided, well, we better get some new ones in here.
Well, and you may very well be right, Dennis. We don't have evidence to support that, and that may be the case. Mm-hmm. But the funny thing is that when we were having this discussion on Thursday, and we were telling them, look, we've been in communication with your folks since the beginning, 3.5 years ago, and they're the ones that are telling us that it's a prohibition, that it should be permitted, that it doesn't harm anything. And their response was, oh, those are just low-level staffers. So they literally chucked these people with, doctorate degrees in fisheries biologists and, whatever other weird things, science kind of things that these guys have degrees in. They just literally chucked them under the bus, and which is really sad. But God, I wish I could tell you guys some stuff on this, but I just can't.
In time.
Let me just put it to you this way: we have some information that has been provided to us that is going to be very damaging to some people. Let me just, I guess I know that's really vague, but I just don't want to say anything else. We'll have a laugh about this in about 6 months.
Sweet.
Let's put it that way.
Okay. There you go.
Well, we may not be laughing. It may anger people, but they're going to be like, right on.
There you go. Right.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Some of them right on moments that it's about time, because it's, kind of thinking like Dennis almost, well, these people are steering that way, they got to go. Let's get in new people. Because all to me, it is just, they hold all the cards, and that's, it should almost be done by some kind of outside source that knows nothing about this. They read the facts and they make a decision, plain and simple, because all the facts are right there in black and white.
Yeah, and there's some avenues that we can go down, and I guess to kind of jump off onto a similar subject is it's always been about, guys, funding, because if AMRA had $5 million in the bank, we would hire the best attorneys, we would make the best case, and we would go after this in the right court.
Right.
And that's really how you win when you do litigation. Just filing lawsuits in California, I mean, good gosh, the judges here are all very ideological, and it's hard to get a fair trial.
Right.
But there are ways that we've learned recently that we believe that we can start funding some of these challenges that we want to make, and we really want to do them in other states where you have a very high probability of getting a fair trial.
Well,
and that is through that Congressional Review Act of 1996. And guys, that out of all of the things since I've known you that I have been reading about, the most powerful tool that we have besides the mining grants is the Congressional Review Act. So let me tell you what this is, because this is like the coolest thing since sliced bread.
Okay.
So back in the 80s and early 90s, you had the public was going, hey, the Forest Service and BLM and the EPA, they keep instituting all these rules, and, they're really not lawmakers. They're unelected bureaucrats, and, some of these guys are ideologues from Berkeley, and there needs to be a check and balance. And so they said, well, they went to Congress, and they said, well, Congress needs to pass a law that, puts the power back into the people that are supposed to have the power, and that is Congress. So they said anytime any of these agencies create a rule, and so what is a rule? A rule is something like, I don't know, you decide to take the South Fork of the Clearwater in Idaho, and you have a Forest Service supervisor that says, I'm going to restrict this down to 15 dredges from the 90 that want to dredge, or the 150 that want to dredge there that have a legal right to do so. That's a rule. By law, in 1996, under the Clinton administration, they passed the Congressional Review Act. And that simply states that if any of these agencies create a rule, they have to send notification for approval to the United States Congress. And if they fail to do so, it nullifies that rule. And it also exposes that agency to civil liabilities. So what happened is, thankfully, we've got groups like Pacific Legal Foundation out there that have tens of millions of dollars in their bank and the best attorneys on planet Earth. There was a rancher that had a land lease with the Forest Service over in Idaho, and the Forest Service didn't like him for some reason and took it away. And so they established that is in fact a rule, and so Pacific Legal and the rancher sued the Forest Service. They went before a federal judge in Idaho, and the federal judge, it was pretty simple, very quick lawsuit. the federal judge asked the Forest Service, because Pacific Legal came up and said they didn't follow the, Congressional Review Act. So they asked the Forest Service, well, here's the federal law that states that you're supposed to send notice to Congress asking permission and approval. Did you do that? And the Forest Service said, well, no, nobody's done that for 23 years. Nobody follows that rule. The federal judge gets all pissed off and obviously ruled in favor of the rancher, and that sets that federal case precedence that, guys, we've been doing so many FOIA requests on CRAs now, and it's pretty hard to find one of these agencies that actually did follow the rule.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So they pretty much are very vulnerable to a lawsuit on any of these, and it's a real quick, easy, slam dunk kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And it also gets whatever that they enacted reversed. Now, you can't do it at the state level like California with the dredging, because this is really only federal agencies. But, guys, it's a groundbreaking thing.
Sure. I don't know. It's just, I feel bad for you because I know what you're up against. Excuse me. And seems like you take 2 steps forward and you get knocked back 3. It's like every time. It's like, I just don't know. Being that it's against, it seems, it's like you're battling the state of California. This should all be held in Ohio, for God's sakes, because it doesn't seem like they're ever going to give you a fair break down there, because they're all buddies and whatnot. And
well, that's why I think it's what they're trying to do: get more people, get more voices. Mm-hmm. Because it can't just be about AMRA or Shannon or the board of AMRA. It's got to be about all of us, and not even just small-scale miners. The campers, the hikers, the
hunters,
ATV
fishermen.
Off-roaders,
yeah, sure,
hunters, everything.
Yes,
it all has to be one voice now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right, and that's why we're going down that road.
Yeah.
That
makes sense. Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. But it's just crazy. So what's next, Shannon?
Well, that's what we're working on. I'll give you an update on our case in Idaho of the radical Enviro group that is suing me for dredging under the Clean Water Act. So we filed the motion to dismiss. We sent it to the federal magistrate, and he didn't say yes or no, but what he has done, because it's this very simple fact, under the Clean Water Act, if you're if you're an outside entity, not a government entity, then you have to follow specific black and white rules that are written into the Clean Water Act. And that is sending notices. You have to have standing, meaning that, you have to have some valid right in that particular river, and you have to be able to prove damages. And these guys can't prove any of that stuff. You can't even tell where we dredged there.
No, of course not.
And not only that, is mining takes first right of use of the water, and it's per the Idaho Constitution as well as the federal mining grants. And so they really have a very difficult road to hoe on this. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so in another month, there's going to be a meeting between their attorneys, our attorneys in Idaho, and hopefully the judge will make a decision to just go, this is frivolous, and dismiss the case. Although a part of me kind of, we'll see where it goes.
Now, Shannon, Gary in the chat room asked, what is your 5-year and 10-year projections? I know.
I can't answer that. It depends. If Trump gets reelected, I think that there's going to be some pretty, if we can unite and Trump gets reelected, then I think good things are to come. I really do. Okay. But it contingent on both of those. Trump is draining the swamp, and he's doing that in these agencies. So you have these ideologues that were in these high positions of power that are slowly and very systematically being eliminated in these agencies. And so he's bringing in people to replace them that get it, like, hey, The Forest Service is to manage our lands. The BLM is to manage our lands. That kind of thing. And so, if we can get the communication going with his upper level staff and get some senators and representatives on board and unite, then I think that we have good. I think we can return to kind of what we knew was how we used to mine. I think that we really can, especially with this whole China thing and the fight with the rare earths. That's kind of people look at that as a bad thing. It may be kind of, but it's going to help us, I think, more in the long run because it's going to encourage mining in America.
True.
And it puts a focus, and I can tell you right now, it is a focus that Trump has here is to restore a lot of the mining in the country.
Well, sure.
So look at what he's done for coal miners. So
Right.
I mean, that's coming for us too. But we need to be the voice to take it to him to go, hey man, you need to understand the big picture. Here it is.
Right. Agreed.
In 10 years, there will be unicorns dredging in every creek, river, and stream in California.
You know, what I think I'm going to do is if I get to dredge back here legally, I'm going to put a unicorn head on my dredge and take a picture.
You should.
Got it.
You should. You have to do it. Yep. Now, so the way people can help, join AMRA, support AMRA. I mean,
or just make a donation, even
Right.
$10, you know, whatever they want to do, and they can just go to AmericanMiningRights.com, click on the donate button, and bam, there it is. Same thing for the Walk for Liberty. We've got some people that are really stepped up and that are sponsoring the walk. Pat Keene, for one.
awesome.
He just sent us a big check, and I can't thank Pat enough for that. And hell, I didn't even really go into the details on what it was before he's like, well, I'll just send you a check today. And I'm not calling you for that, Pat. Well, I'm going to. Okay. So
Very cool.
yeah, he sure has been a hell of a good friend over the years, and he really gets it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's how they can help. And you know what? For the people that are on Facebook, start sharing this stuff.
Heck
Get
yeah.
some of these other groups involved, the
Yes.
fishermen, the hikers, the hunters. You know, engage in those conversations of, you know what, we better start fighting this
Heck
together
yeah.
or we're
That's
all
right.
going to lose.
That's right. Share. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Got to get spread around. That way people see it. You know, that's the whole key. I mean, if you're in a group and they don't mind, share it to it. You know, that's the whole thing. You can learn a lot by reading these posts and doing that. And follow American Mining Rights on Facebook, and that way you'll be up to date with everything that's going on. You know, so
Yeah.
I mean,
So next year, this whole walk across the country, you can't walk on a designated freeway,
Right.
so like I-80 or one of those. So we're going to have to walk across through like Barstow and the Mojave Desert and across the top part of Texas, and but we think, and we've talked about this, that you guys should come over and walk for a week with us.
okay. All right.
Done.
Yeah.
We're in. We'll do it.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
We're going to partner with a lot of the GPAA chapters, gold clubs, hunting clubs, Jeep clubs, and have them. We're going to try to get them to sponsor as we walk through their county or things like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and to come walk with us. So it should be a pretty dang good thing, but we're going to have sheriffs walking with us and filming that, and representatives and state and federal, and like I say, county commissioners and supervisors and mayors, and we're going to have a couple of people that we're going to get as volunteers that do nothing but call these small county governmental offices, and we're going to let them know, hey, we're coming through, and support us or not.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty big deal.
I do too.
At least we hope so.
I think it will be, and let's just keep posting the crap out of it, and we'll keep sharing it and talking about it here, and get us a banner if you can for it, Shannon. We'll throw it up on our sites, and let's get some people involved in this, seeing this, and make sure people are aware that this is about to happen. That's really cool. I think it'll be a great event that way, and it'll get some attention.
And we're going to try to get on, shows like Hannity, maybe Tucker Carlson. Obviously, Fox News is a target because you have a very conservative base there.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to reach out to the other, also to the other broadcast companies, and we'll see if they're interested. See, I don't mind going on CNN. As a matter of fact, I probably would surprise them with some questions that I have for them.
Yep. See.
Let us know, and we'll promote when you're going to be on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Any of those shows you're going to be on, let us know. We'll. Right.
Well, what we want to do is as we get closer and closer to Washington, D.C., we're going to appeal to the public to reach out to those network agencies and say, look, you need to go and cover this. Mm-hmm. And, if they get 500 emails and Twitter posts or whatever, then maybe it'll catch their attention, and maybe they will actually come and cover it.
Sure.
Shannon, I think the only one that's ever going to cover it's going to be Fox, because you'll never get CNN or MSNBC or any of those to cover that. I just don't see it happening.
I so want to engage in a debate with Andrew Cuomo.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I would love that.
I mean, come on, guys. Wouldn't you like to see me debate Andrew Cuomo or Don Lemon? Come on.
Yes.
Oh.
That's what he said. If it ever happens, dude, you got to let us know so we can promote. That would be just so cool. Would love to see that.
They would be like, oh, well, we're going to have to cut to commercial right now. We'll be right back, and then I'm gone when they come back.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
What's gonna happen.
They'd be escorting you out during the commercial. All right, Mr. Poe.
I would never, threaten anybody, but
No.
I most certainly have questions, and I can back all my stuff up with facts. So.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing. That would be awesome. Yeah, you let us know any of those. If you get on anything, let us know. We got to make sure people are aware of this. Without a doubt, we have to. This is this will be cool, Shannon. It really will be.
Yeah, I hope so. We've worked real hard on a lot of this stuff, and it's been kind of a whirlwind last several months, actually several years. Been really hard the last couple of months. We've really kind of worked around the clock, but
sure.
So we took the two guys that actually a guy won the 3-day mining trip with me at the dinner 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't make it, so he gave it to two buddies, two guys, Rod Hall and Jack Barber from SoCal. And anyway, they came up last weekend. It was kind of cool. We put them up in a house up here, and it's all inclusive. So we fed them. We got them a real nice house to stay in, and then we took them mining for 3 days, which was awesome for them because I took them to really Jerry and I's very, very secret spot. One we've just recently found. We did 5 months of research on this area that was mined in the 1870s, and hardly any trash, and nothing but lode mines on the mountain, and all these little gullies, these dry washes, they're all full of little pickers and nuggets.
Oh,
so we took them down there, and I think we found 12 in about, an hour and a half.
Oh, geez.
And then we went over to another area that we tried to get into, we couldn't, which actually had even bigger stuff. I found a piece the size of a robin's egg.
What?
27 grams.
Oh, my God. Dang.
Yeah.
That's the spot.
Yeah, well, I'd like to say I have that, but my wife took that from me,
of course.
so.
We understand. That's okay.
Yeah.
You found
the big
it.
ones like that, they disappear pretty quick. Oh, here, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just put this away for
No,
a
I'm kidding. She didn't.
No.
But it is a beautiful piece. But so we did that for a day. We told them we would turn it into a YouTube video. So that's a brand new video that we just released, I think, on Thursday. And so we
I've seen it. That was a good video.
The second day, we went down to an area pretty close to the shop up here. And anyway, we basically ran a high banker, but we kind of did a gravity method, which puts us in compliance with the law.
Sure.
Anyway, we dug out an old bank of old ground and got into a couple of hot spots in there. The sad part is we dug 2 big holes there, and we don't know which one produced the big gold. But thankfully, it's on my mining claim, so I'll find out which one it was. But
it came from the same place.
Yeah,
well, we can
good
always
gosh,
come
I
help
don't know. I
test
think we
it
pulled
for
a quarter ounce or something in a few hours, and It was pretty remarkable. But we filmed that, and then we had some really freaky weather come in. Sunday, we were planning on load mining. We were going to take them into my load mine pretty close to the shop here. It's an actual tunnel. And Jerry and I had set up the Sierra Blaster. We went in and cleared the road to get in there. Trees were down, and we fixed all that. And anyway, we had a big rainstorm come in, and it basically, we tried to drive Gate Killer down the road to get there, and we couldn't even get in with Gate Killer, believe it or not.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
So Jerry and I just picked up 2 load mines last week, so we had some ore that we stacked up out there, and we went and picked and actually scooped up, I think, 12 buckets of that ore, and then we spent all day Sunday building bonfires and drying them with these half-bottom steel barrels, throwing the ore in there and then drying it, because I can't run it wet through my impact mill. It'll gum it up.
Right.
So a whole day of drying all this stuff, and then Monday we extended their trip an extra day, so it was the 4th day. We ran it through the impact mill, or the jaw crusher, and then through the impact mill, and we ended up with quite a few buckets, obviously, of powder, and then we just ran that through the cube, and then panned it out, and good God, there's a lot of gold in that too.
Nice.
So yeah, there's the video. It's up. It's called 3 Days in the Gold Belt, and it's a really cool video. It's a good one, and it gives people an idea of 3 different types of prospecting and mining, and yeah, and so you see some pretty dang good gold.
Right, and they can find that on AMRA's YouTube page, or?
Yeah,
okay.
It's under American Mining Rights, and actually I think it might. Yeah, it's in, I don't know,
Okay.
AMRA or American Mining Rights. Either one you type in, you'll get there.
Right, gotcha. Now, I read something a while back that you're thinking on going back in the old ghost mine.
Yeah, shit. Oh gosh, I'm mixed about that, and I get. It's funny is that our entire staff. My wife is the one that she wants to go in there because that crap doesn't scare her.
Girls.
The freaking devil is in there. I don't want to go in there. It scares the hell out of me.
I totally would want to go in there. That's awesome.
See, it's girls. It's a girl
Good
thing.
God, do you want me to come hold your hand, Shannon?
Dude, there was the devil that came up, and there's nobody there, Shad, and they go, get out.
And then you say, no.
We should get out.
Simple, and you keep going.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be kind of freaky. I don't know if I'd go back in there either.
Jeez. Rock picking on the wall, the ore cart coming down a broken up track mine shaft that nobody's been in for 50 years, and it goes right between me and 2 other people and then past you, but there's nothing there, but you hear it, and it's on film. Come on,
yeah,
man.
There's good gold in there. Those ghosts don't want you in there.
I don't care. I keep the damn gold. Next time I go in, I'm taking the. I was told by an old time miner what I need to do the next time I go in there. Leave a bottle of whiskey and take a pack of cigarettes. So if I go in, I'm leaving that crap there, man. This is for you guys.
Right.
I'm a nice guy. Don't stab me in the back with an invisible rock pick. Or
Yeah.
however you kill people. I don't want to learn. Yeah, we're thinking about going in.
Sweet, that's cool.
Just take some moonshine and non-filtered Camels.
Yeah, take some Camels. And maybe a pack of Red Man or something and throw
Lucky
in there, too.
Strikes or something like that.
And some chewing tobacco and some whiskey. And, leave your little piece.
Bring a donkey.
Yeah.
A prostitute. They like those things.
Things like that. That'll give you that.
Do you have a source for those? I mean, I can get the whiskey and
You're in
the tobacco
California.
grow at the hardware
Everywhere.
store, but the donkey and the prostitute.
Well, there is the donkey days coming up in Colorado where they have a whole herd of donkeys.
And you're probably not far from Tijuana. Yeah, so.
Yeah, well.
Just saying.
Take a unicorn.
Or take a unicorn.
We have actually talked about that, and but I'm a little concerned about the air quality in there, and so we're in the process of looking at getting an air tester that's a little better than what we've used, because I don't want to go in there and then have all the AMRA staff drop.
Yeah.
And then we become the ghosts when you guys come and try to rescue us,
Yeah. Jesus God. Now, what about Are you doing Idaho this year with Dennis or?
No, we're not. We're just not going to be able to because of this walk.
Okay.
And because that's really right. It kind of comes up during that time, and the things that we have to prepare for prior to that.
Right.
We're just not going to be able to do that.
Okay. All right.
I wish we could, and as a matter of fact, I've been in continual communication with the folks up in Idaho, especially Dave Hembry, who is the president of the 10 Mile Mining District up there, and we've got a big miners summit coming up in July as well. It's down, it's kind of off the Salmon River, I guess. But anyway, and I'm one of the speakers at this big convention. So it's going to be really cool. That's with congressmen and a lot of other big players and very well-known people, and so we're going to work on some things in Idaho. That it's really going to be exposing what is going on there, and it's going to. It probably won't surprise you guys, but it's going to surprise a lot of other people.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to the Idaho trip because David's already told me he was going to take us up for a couple days and let us do some hard rock mining. So that's kind of exciting for me.
That'll be cool.
You'll like him. He is. I'm. Don't ever tell Dave I said this, but I'm very proud to be able to call him my friend because the guy is. He's just a rare individual. He's a very genuine, honest man, and I like Dave because he just says it like it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he doesn't pull any punches, and
that is
but
cool.
yeah, he's just a super great guy.
Nice, very cool.
Yeah.
Man.
But you're going to like it up there, Dennis. It's a beautiful area, and the town of Elk City and even Grangeville, they're very conservative. They love their guns and their hunting and their fishing, and it's just a great community, and there's some really cool people up there.
Cool. That's awesome.
That is great. Shannon, keep us posted, brother.
Yeah, I most certainly will.
As always,
We'll be looking for your workout regimen that you're going to do to get in shape for all that walking. So post that online.
Well, I've already got the treadmill out and all that kind of stuff, but we're going to start load mining here pretty soon and doing a bunch of other things that, a couple of days a week that'll be my exercise, if you will. So I think I'll be okay.
It'll be fine. It's all
Yeah.
good. Oh, yeah. Pretty sweet. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. Well, cool, guys.
Awesome, brother.
It's been a blast.
Always a pleasure having you here. And like I said, keep us posted. Good, bad. We'd like to know what's happening. And, give us a call anytime, Shannon, as always, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me on, guys. And I will keep in constant communication with you. We'll keep you updated on the walk issue. That's obviously our big push right now.
Yep.
So, yeah, cool. Well, I, again, thank you so much for having me on, gentlemen.
Our pleasure,
And
Shannon.
we'll be back in touch. We'll come back on in the next month or so,
All
okay?
right. Cool, brother. Thank you, Shannon.
Thanks,
Tell
Shannon.
everybody
All right,
we
guys.
said hey.
Take care.
Take care, buddy.
Bye.
Bye, bud. Shannon Poe, everybody. Very, very interesting.
Awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, it is. That walk, that's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully that gets some attention.
That should get a lot of attention there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely should. I would think so.
Oh, yeah.
So let's take a quick commercial break. We haven't had one. Let's do our AMRA commercial, and we'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights. Rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit DirtHogPayDirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. DirtHogPayDirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
All right, everybody, we're back, and Shannon Poe just left us. If you missed that, you might want to check out the archives. Great talking to Shannon, as always. Shad, you got your precious metal prices and them birthdays, don't you?
Oh, you better believe it. And let's just say gold has roared back with a vengeance. Up $17 at $1,306.
Man, that is a vengeance.
That's right. And I guess we can thank the tariff wars, the threatening of China on the minerals. You know.
Whatever, it worked.
And I guess you could thank all the environmental nuts, too, for that, you know, because they don't want mining to happen here.
Right.
So guess what? Everything's going to cost more. But for us, hey, gold prices are up, so we got to be happy.
That's right.
Silver's up 5 cents to $14.56. So another good there.
Yeah.
Now we get into the platinum metals. That fell $3 to $794. Palladium's down $42 to $1,324.
Okay.
Rhodium stayed flat at $2,820.
Yeah, rhodium.
But gold's up.
Gold did a nice move there.
That's a very nice move.
That's impressive.
Yes,
move.
it is.
Heck yeah. Always like it being up over 13. Just something about that. It's like that's where it belongs, over 13. You know, very nice. What about some birthday shit? Got any?
Oh, got a few.
Got a
we
couple?
definitely got a few.
Rock and roll.
Right.
Oh, wait.
What?
I forgot. Is Dennis singing?
Oh, I'm always singing.
Oh, I almost got past me there. My bad. Are you ready, Dennis?
I'm ready.
Take it away, brother.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
All righty. That voice of an
All
angel.
right, Dennis. Thank you. It is June 2nd, 2019. We have Cedar Rock, Charlie Allnut, Chris, Doug Isaacson, Frederick Woodend, Jenny, Jimmy R. Holloway, Joe Dimick, Lori, and William Albertson. Now, tomorrow, from what I can see on the list, we have Aaron George, Bill Rose, Captain Jack, Dave, David R. Lowry, Douglas R. Beecraft, Dustin and Candace, Glenn Billetter, Joe Dutcher, and Mark Douglas.
Sweet. Did you say William Albertson?
I did.
That is one of our moderators. Happy birthday, William. Can you do his page?
What, you want me to do his page?
Well, yeah.
What does that mean?
Do.
All right. Let's take a look. Highlight our good friend William Albertson.
Haven't heard from him in a while.
No,
yep,
but he's on there every day.
Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Out there, a true East Coaster there. He enjoys using a sluice box. He belonged to GPAA. He found the site through the GPAA. Cecil, CCV, North Carolina referred him. So we're always seeing Cecil referring.
Cecil has referred like 1,000 people, probably.
And of course, he loves his loose box, but being a moderator, he is heavily active on the site. I'm going back real quick. I'm going to see how many pages. Because let me tell you, this is how active he is. He's had over 533 comments on his wall alone since joining the site.
Man.
Which happened back in 2013. He joined on Christmas of 2013.
That's cool. Merry Christmas.
So pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah, well, William, I didn't know it was his birthday. Man, well, happy birthday, William, and happy birthday to everybody else, too. But
happy birthday.
I did not know that. That's very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you, Shad.
Always.
Appreciate it. So, how's the old unicorn video going? Going good? People loving it?
It hasn't gone viral yet.
What?
But, whatever.
I figured it would.
It was still a joy to do.
It was. That was funny.
I just think it's funny, like, yeah, we did film some goofiness on it, but the whole point was not to put a video out of a minute of the unicorn itself.
Right. Dude, I've seen that unicorn in so many commercials. Now, I've seen it in a Dairy Queen commercial. Now I'm seeing it in some hotel commercial. It's like every time I turn around, I'm seeing that stinking unicorn in a commercial. Start paying attention.
Dude,
I'm telling
coming to the AMRA dinner near you.
I'm telling you. Everybody wants a unicorn. They better buy it now because prices are going to skyrocket on inflatable unicorns. Cause
that's $20 spent.
I'm telling you.
Made in China.
Made in China.
Yeah.
That's super plastic. What it is, my God. But it's cool. I just wanted to throw that out there. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's funny. You've got to see it. And if you're not a supporter of AMRA's, if you'd like to become a member, go check out AmericanMiningRights.com. And if you don't want to join, if you'd just like to make a little donation, all the donations are tax deductible as well as the membership. So, yeah.
They have the best claims out there. So.
And I forgot to ask Shannon how many they're up to now. God, they got
the best claims. If you're gonna go and join anything, and go on any claims, definitely join AMRA.
Oh gosh, yeah, you have to. And it's like I said, it's a tax deductible.
Yeah, we're lifetime
membership.
members.
Kathleen Shad's a lifetime. I mean, it's like, do it. Just, I don't know what the prices are right now off the top of my head, but like I said, you can go to AmericanMiningRights.com and check that out and become a member today and support AMRA and support all of our, our mining rights. AMRA's doing a great job.
I can tell you what the prices are real
well,
quick.
go ahead, Shad. Thank you.
All right, to join AMRA, to be a member, which it's all considered a tax donation to them. However, for an annual membership, it gets you for $200, gets you access to all their claims, which of course are all out west from California, Idaho, Arizona, Colorado,
Washington,
I think up in Oregon, Nevada, maybe even if I remember right.
I think Washington.
I mean, they're all over.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, if you want to become a lifetime member, that is $2,500. And if you don't want to pay for it all up front, well, you can just do what we actually did: pay $100 at signing, and then for the next 24 months, pay $100 per month, and in the next 2 years, boom, you'll be a lifetime AMRA member.
That's cool. Yeah.
But of course, you can support them other ways with a one-time donation to help their cause, and or they even have a monthly supporter for $5 each month.
Oh, cool.
And you'll get exclusive updates, quarterly newsletters on the state of small mining and what AMRA is doing to fight for your rights. So lots of ways to join, lots of ways to support them. And if you can't support them with monetary donations, though, just follow them on social media, share their videos, their articles, check them out on YouTube, and help spread the word of what they're trying to do.
That's right. Very well said, Shad. Thank you. Very cool. Yeah, check that out, everybody. You know, it's just a click away. You know, that's for sure. Now, I guess Dennis, Rich, we get you guys next Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do my next Sunday.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. And anything? You got a new video coming out too, Dennis? You're saying people need to be watching
as soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna be playing with the editing, and if I don't get it up tonight, I'll definitely have it up tomorrow.
All right, cool. Shad, you guys got any new videos getting ready to drop?
Yep, we got one coming up later this week, so stay tuned for the Wandering Buffaloes.
All right, stay tuned. Now, me and Rich don't, so we're good there. But we do have to announce the winner of our Crony Club giveaway, and that's for a gram of gold. And the winner is... Close, Shad. John Hunt. Congratulations, John.
Oh, awesome. Congrats, John.
Congratulations. John Hunt is this month's lucky crony. And, John, if you want to message me your mailing address, I'll get that gram of gold out to you. And enjoy, my friend, and thank you again for the support. And don't forget, we ordered some new Crony Club hats. If you're interested in that, send me a message, let me know. And on that note, what do you guys think? That cover?
I think everybody needs to tune in on Wednesday for West Coast Wednesday this week.
That's right. And don't forget about Tuesdays with Ed, Jess, and Dano and their Tuesday night hangouts at 8 o'clock over there on their YouTube channel. Be sure and check them out as well. And like Shad said, don't forget Wednesday, West Coast Wednesday. You got Kathleen's Dredging Up the News. You got Shad's Local Events of Interest. You got Swiftwater with something.
Maybe nothing. Who knows?
Right, maybe nothing.
But hey, we'll at least get the update on what he's been up to. He's been traveling around, prospecting as he goes. So
yeah, and he's up in Oregon.
Cool to hear from him.
He's still in Oregon, right? I believe, and he's finding some gold. If you're following him on Facebook, we can. What if we haven't done no messing with the Swiftwater? What do we got this week? Anything? I know I've seen a couple pictures of some pans of gold. That was about all I've seen.
Well, I find it funny that he's sharing pictures of turkeys around, thinking he's, at the level we were with our turkey running around when we were together as a whole crew.
Yeah.
Hang on, it takes a while. You got to get through a lot of his political posts.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, if you can get past all that.
Anymore.
You got it.
Oh, he posted he updated his profile picture.
I seen that. Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm.
Can his mustache be any huger? I mean,
doesn't it look like he's wearing a witch's hat?
It does. It looks like he has a witch's hat and some huge mustache. It almost looks like a fake mustache.
Yeah,
because you can't see his lips.
I'm the Monopoly man. Do not pass go. Do not crack.
Oh, I was so excited when he said he was getting a monocle.
I know.
And never got it.
I know. We should get him one.
The Monopoly man. That's a good one.
With that big old mustache. That's what he reminds me of, the Monopoly man. Sorry. Sorry, Scott, if you're listening, but it's funny. Get the monocle, dude. You got to. And a top hat.
Witch's hat.
So what do you guys think? Anything, Shad? Witch's hat?
I'm thinking that and something to do with the ginormous mustache.
Yeah, ginormous mustache.
Man.
Yeah, ginormous mustache or a witch's hat. Okay. I mean, everybody, there you go for messing with the Swiftwater this week. But like Shad said, he'll be here Wednesday. He'll bring us up to speed on what's going on out there in Oregon where he's at, and if he's getting ready to move on down the road to his next spot. And let me think. I think that's everything, Shad.
Yep, I think it's time to say goodnight, gold diggers.
All right. Kathleen, take us out of here.
Good night, gold diggers.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Have a great week.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.